Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. My name is Indah Dewi Ridawati. I come from the Heart Polytechnic of Palembang. Today, I want to give presentation about the relationship between knowledge and mother's attitude toward long-term contraceptive method. My partner is Mrs. Frida Nurmala. Okay, let's me begin. The large population, the high growth rate, and the unequal distribution between regions are the characteristic of the Indonesian population and are the main problems in the population sector. Family planning is an effort to reduce the surge in birth rates in Indonesia. Knowledge about family planning is very important for acceptors to have in choosing a contraceptive device to use because knowledge is a very important domain in shaping a person's behavior. West Java has 1,208,557 long-term acceptors and 4,238,000 and 354 non-long-term acceptors from 7,929,539 couples of childbearing age. In Cianjur Regency, there were 434,852 couples of reproductive age with 55,916 long-term method acceptors, while 234,363 non-long-term method acceptors. Bojong has the highest number of couples of childbearing age, about 3,522 or 69% among 16 villages in Karangtengah district. The number of active family planning participants was 2,447, consisting of the acceptor who use non-long-term contraceptive methods in 245, including 1,047 injection, 964 pills, and 7 condoms. While the number of acceptors using long-term contraceptive method was 402, including IUD, about 360 MUP6, MUV 24, IMP 56. And then next, the method. This was an observational analytic research with cross-sectional approach. Population of the study was 2,447 mothers in Bojong Village. A total of 100 respondents participated in the study. They were selected using simple random sampling on June 2008. Variables examined in this study were knowledge and attitudes. The knowledge data were collected using an instrument containing 29 multiple choice questions. The assessment of each item was scored 0 if the answer incorrect and 1 if it was correct. The score of each item of question was obtained by multiplying and summing the answer and categorizing them into 3: good knowledge, mild knowledge, and bad knowledge. The attitudes data were collected using a instrument using statement. The score of each item of question was obtained by multiplying and summing the answer and categorizing them into two, favorable and unfavorable. This is the table of the frequency distribution of respondents based on knowledge and attitude. If we look at the table here, there is we can see that the majority of the respondents who have bad knowledge, about 55 are 55%, and favorable attitude about 54 or 54%. Thus, it can be concluded that the knowledge of mothers in Bojong is bad and the attitude is favorable. Okay, how about the relation of knowledge and attitudes matter of long-term contraception method? Based on the table, so that the category of low knowledge, of bad knowledge and favorable attitude is represented by 32 respondents. Afterward, it was analyzed using chi-square test and obtained p-value 0.646, yeah, p-value more than 0.05. Therefore, uh, the hypothesis is septic, which means that there is no relationship of knowledge and mother's attitude of long-term contraception method on mothers in Bojong Village. Okay, the discussion. The result of this study indicate that there is no relationship between knowledge and attitudes of mothers toward long-term contraceptive methods because there were factors affect knowledge, namely facilities or sources of information in Bojongville regarding contraceptives, along with side effects, drawbacks, strengths, and contraindication has not spread widely among mothers. Only at certain times information was given and mothers who were active in Posyandu or PKK activities received the information. In addition, experience also affects the knowledge possessed by the mother of Bojong Village. Some mothers in Bojong Village use non-long-term contraceptive methods. They are afraid to try long-term contraceptive methods because the information or knowledge about contraceptive they have is very likely. So that on a very the mothers in Bojong Village use non-long-term contraceptive methods as expressed by Kuswati Ani at 2007 in her research, namely complaints of not wanting to use IUD contraception or long-term contraception method on the grounds of fear or anxiety and not knowing the absolute feeling of fear or anxiety about using IUD contraceptive is due to the experience of other acceptors and the lack of information provided by health personnel, whereas providing clear information about contraceptive can reduce acceptors' anxiety and fear about using the contraceptive method. In addition, there are also factors that influence the information of attitude from Aswar in 2007, namely personal experience is what we have and our experiences will also shape and influence our appreciation of social stimuli. Responses will be one of the basis for the formation of attitude, the influence of other people who are considered important, other people around us, are one of the social components that influence our attitudes. The influence of the culture in which we live and grow has a big influence on the formation of our attitudes. Mass media has a major influence in forming opinions and people believe the existence of new information about something provides a new cognitive foundation for the formation of attitudes towards it. Educational institutions and religious institutions as a system have an influence in the formation of attitudes because they both lay the foundation for understanding and moral concepts in individuals. The influence of emotional factors, not all forms of attitude, are determined by the environmental situation and one's personal experience. Sometimes an attitude is an emotional-based statement that serves as a kind of outlet for frustration or a distraction from the ego's defense mechanism. The attitudes of mothers in Bougainville are mostly favorable or positive due to several factors that influence it, namely the influence of others obtained by the interaction between mothers in Bougainville, thus affecting their supportive attitudes toward long-term contraceptive methods. But because of the information or knowledge they have, lack of contraception, so it does not affect the use of maternal contraceptive methods in Bougainville. Because attitude is a tendency to do something not yet action. Conclusion, there is no significant relationship between knowledge and attitudes of mothers toward long-term contraceptive methods in Bougainville. Suggestion, nursing staff can make efforts to improve health education about long-term contraceptive methods so that people have good knowledge of long-term contraceptive methods and carers are expected to further disseminate information about contraceptives and their side effects, drawbacks, strengths, and contraindications to the community. Public knowledge about contraceptives and their side effects, drawbacks, strengths, and contraindications should be further improved so that people can support government programs to use more effective contraceptive methods. Thank you. That is all. And I say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.